long before the rise of Islam, before the Prophet Muhammad, before the revelation in the cave of Hira, and even before the Kaaba became the heart of worship, the sands of Arabia whispered 1,000 names for the divine, but one name echoed louder than the rest: Allah. A word that existed before Islam, ancient, mysterious, shared by tribes who had forgotten its meaning, but remembered its power. In pre-Islamic Arabia, people worshipped many gods, idols carved from stone, statues placed in shrines, spirits said to dwell in the desert winds. Yet even among the pagans, there was one deity who stood above the others, not of wood, not of stone, unseen, untouchable, and eternal. They called him Al-Ilah, meaning the God. Over time, the two syllables merged. Al-Ilah became Allah. To some tribes, he was the creator who ruled above all other gods. To others, he was distant, too great to be known directly, so they sought lesser gods to reach him. But deep down, the desert carried an ancient intuition that there was only one source of creation, one eternal will, hidden behind all names. When Muhammad, the orphaned merchant from Mecca, retreated to meditate in the cave of Hira, he wasn't inventing the name Allah. He was returning to it. The revelation he received, "Recite in the name of your Lord who created," didn't introduce a new God. It restored the forgotten truth behind an ancient one, that there is no God but Allah, the One, the Eternal, the Absolute. In that single declaration, millennia of polytheism were shattered. The idols that once filled the Kaaba were destroyed, one by one, until nothing remained but the name. Linguists trace the roots of Allah across Semitic tongues. In Hebrew, Eloah, a singular form of Elohim. In Aramaic, the language of Jesus, Allah. These ancient words share the same rhythm, the same breath, Allah, the sound of exhalation, the act of being itself. Some scholars say it was never just a name. It was a reminder of existence, a word that begins and ends in a sigh, the human attempt to pronounce the infinite. In Islam, Allah is not a god among gods. He has no shape, no image, no rival, no lineage. He is not male nor female, not bound by form or space. He begets not, nor was he begotten. Every prophet before Muhammad, Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, called upon the same creator under different names. And in that sense, Islam didn't begin in the 7th century. It was the continuation of an ancient line, the same flame passed from soul to soul since the dawn of mankind. The word Islam itself means that origin is Allah, not the God of one people, but the God of existence itself, the one who was before all beginnings, and who will remain beyond every end. And yet, there's something haunting about how that name survived the centuries. Spoken by pagans, carried by prophets, whispered in the desert winds, until it returned through revelation as if called back by destiny. Allah, the sound that never dies, the truth that never changes. He is the first and the last, the manifest and the hidden. A name that contains the entire story of creation and the echo of every heart that still seeks it. This is the origin of Islam, not a new religion, but the remembrance of an ancient covenant, the recognition that everything begins and ends with the same word. Allah, the breath that sustains existence, the silence before creation, the final truth after everything else fades, narrated by Rituals of the Abyss.